Hey YouTube, I just wanted to watch this video through at 60% speed so I could explain it a little bit because I'm sure people want details. Um, so I was going down to the bottom floor here to test my video signal like I said, and the second reason was I wanted to see if security was still there because I would like to S-turn from the top floor to the bottom floor. So you can see security to the left there. I couldn't until now, and I went full panic because I don't even know why. I just like assumed all the worst things and thought I was going to get in trouble and get kicked out. And I didn't want to because I was having fun. Now you see him there on the right. I was going to initially get in my car and pick up the drone, pretend like I wasn't doing anything, but I had no time for that, so I had to hide outside. So I flew out there. Now I'm going to the roof because I needed somewhere to go so I could kind of just, relax and get my nerves back so I could talk to the guy without sounding all nervous. And well, that wasn't really working because he was quickly getting very close. And so I kind of gave up on the idea about here and decided to fly over and watch what was happening from the outside. So there he is. You can see him coming up on me, and I could tell at the full speed video that he was slowing down, and that made my stomach drop for sure. And then he stops right there, and I'm just thinking, oh no, I'm in for it now. So I come in and land, and at this point he says, "What are you doing, man?" And I said, "Oh, I was just flying this thing around." He goes, "What thing?" And I held up the drone. Now, he actually hadn't seen the drone up until I held it up, which is crazy. It is pretty quiet and it's small, but I still would have thought he would notice it at that distance. Well, he didn't. And when I showed it to him, he was freaking out. He was like, "You just flew that thing. That's so cool. You just came in from outside. No way." And I put the goggles on him. I showed him the video and everything. And it was a really, really cool experience. And so he said, as long as you're not intentionally hurting anything, you're good to keep going. Just enjoy the garage. Uh, but he said, if I get any like calls or reports, I gotta do what I gotta do. And I said, well, that's fair. So now the story behind this truck that just pulled up is he saw me looking over the edge and looking around, and I was doing that before I started flying to kind of check for security and stuff like that. And so he came up, kind of asked me the same questions, and I showed him the drone. Obviously, I was flying in front of him here in the video, and he was like happy to see that I wasn't like causing any issues. Because he said 2 months before this, somebody had jumped off the edge of the parking garage and he just happened to be a witness to it, and that person took their own life successfully, and he didn't want that to happen again. So he was coming up to prevent it if he could, but then he found out I was just having fun. So that was pretty cool of him. Um, the reason why I was comfortable flying around the truck is because I had seen him driving around a couple times already. So yeah, so that's the backstory behind the two events. The security guy came back by a couple times and just waved at me. It was really cool. So that's my experience with the security guard.